Hi, my friends. It's your tour guide to the sci-fi side, me, Preston E. And on this video, we're going to have a look at the collection Mystery Science Theater, Volume 36. And now, on to the movies! First up, we get Stranded in Space from Season 3. Before we get stranded, though, we get the Invention Exchange. Do you like the Second Amendment? Well, bare your arms for these bangers. Joel and the Bots and the Mads try to one-up each other with these variants on an old classic, the Bang Flag Gun. We get the Uzi, Dynamite, Nunchucks, and Bowie knife flags. These will give you more bang for your buck, buckaroo. Now, on to the movie.
Boingy, banga, kabonga.
The movie, Stranded in Space, sees an astronaut. Stranded in space, fancy that. At least it doesn't do false advertisement with its title, like the definitely ending, never-ending story. The astronaut stranded in space is stranded on a parallel Earth that has all the standard parallel Mandela effect stuff on it, like being on the other side of the sun and being called Terra. I could have sworn that was in the southern part of the USA. Ooh-wee! Oh, Ashley Wilkes. One thing this parallel planet has, like our Earth, is an annoying dickweed government. This government, called the Perfect Order, controls its people through broadcast. Our hero, Neil Stryker, rises up against these poopy-filled politicians. They live, this movie is not. Joe and the Bots help try to stave off this borathon by chewing gum and riffing. And they're all out of bubblegum. It's a boring movie, but there are a good handful of laughs in this episode for a 2 out of 5 SOL Bones. Up next is City Limits from Season 4. Before we take it to the limit, though, we get the Invention Exchange. Joel gives us a new tasty treat of a toy with this takeoff of an old favorite, Mr. Potato Head, with Mr. Meat and Potato Head for you carnivores like me. The Mads give us Pop Star Tupperware with Morrissey, or was that Morrissey? I don't know. Played by the always spot-on funny Mike J. Nelson. Yeah, it's Morrissey. And the more I see of the movie City Limits, the more I hate it. It is one confusing mess of a motorcycle movie. Joe and the Bots, as well as myself, never knew what the crap was going on at any time in the movie. I consulted Wikipedia and hoped it would help, but it said crap if I know. Apparently, though, it's a post-apocalyptic dystopian movie with two gangs vying for dominance and battling viewers to stay awake and wonder what the crap is going on. The movie is star-packed, though, with Kim Cattrall, Radon Chong, John Stockwell, and James Earl Jones, but even their presence can't help raise this movie about a greedy CEO trying to exploit the gangs for profit out of the doldrums. But Joe and the Bots make it a little easier for us for a 2 out of 5 SOL Bones. Up next is the incredible Melting Man from the exceptionally short Season 7. The movie sees an astronaut named Steve West, played by Alex Rebar, taking a trip to Saturn. The rings of Saturn are pretty, but the sickness he gets from this trip is anything but. When Steve returns to Earth, he begins to melt like a snowman in Hades, as he also develops a hunger for killing B-movie actors.
Oh, come on, I need reassurance right now. I'm feeling kind of vulnerable.
Steve is as radioactive as an Imagine Dragons hit song and goes on a killing spree. In the end, though, the Melting Man does save his buddy Dr. Nelson's life and is shot by security guards. How's that for gratitude? The next morning, a janitor cleans up this gory mess of a Melting Man and contemplates where he went wrong in his life as he desires to go back to school. The movie is actually interesting to me, and the laughs come by the bundles. Surprisingly, Mike and the Bots don't give us the "I'm melting" Wicked Witch of the West riff, nor the "I stop the world and melt with you" riff till much late into the movie. It's a fun enough movie that you may not wish to eat the melted buttered popcorn with while watching, with plenty of laughs to be found in this episode for a 3 out of 5 SOL Bones.
So, how many monster movies end with a janitor scooping a monster into a garbage can?
And finally, we get Riding with Death, straight from Season 8. Riding with Death gives us Harvard Law School grad Sam Casey, played by Ben, no relation to Kevin, I don't think, Murphy, as an agent for a government agency. A satellite explosion and its radiation makes him invisible. Radiation is kind of like that. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get with it. Sometimes it raises the dead, like in Night of the Living Dead. Sometimes it makes somebody invisible, like in this movie, or other times it makes a person melt, like in The Incredible Melting Man. However, some people just get a bad case of gas from it, like from Taco Bell. Anyway, he is given a wristwatch that makes him visible, and he can use it to switch back and forth from visible to invisible mode. And he uses his power for good instead of being naughty and scaring his friends with it, making them think he's a ghost or just chilling around like a little pervert in the L.A. Laker girls' locker room. He uses his newfound power to help good old boy Buffalo Bill, played by Jim Stafford, to transport gas and stop terrorists.
Back door, buddy.
Ew.
You can keep the black marks off my mud flaps.
Yeah.
Say that again? The hijackers. They hit along this route 5 times last.
Fun fact, this was actually the first episode of MST3K I ever saw way back in 1997 on the Sci-Fi Channel. I've been hooked ever since. Memories. And for that, and for being just a fun episode in general, I give this one a 4 out of 5 SOL Bones.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome, dork.
Saving my life.
Mystery Science Theater Volume 36 gets a final score of 11 out of 20 SOL Bones. Well, that about does it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, sub, and share. I've been Preston E. Garrison last time I checked, and I'm out of here.
God, I hate this wallpaper!